What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Board Games Are For Everybody, where today we have a lovely package, which in the corner there, provided it's actually in the video, which I think it is, should kind of give things away if you know the sides of your boxes. This should hopefully be a package from our good friends over at Ryder Games. Of course, not directly from them. It's not like we get any special treatment from them, but Ryder, you know, if you want to send me stuff, you're more than welcome to. Just slide into my DMs. That's what the kids say nowadays, right? You can send me all the things you want. I'm more than willing to accept stuff. This should hopefully be the Christmas scenario for Final Girl, which there it is. Perfect. We've got Krampus, the Horned Devil should be on the side here, the North Pole Nightmares for Final Girl. We're going to be unboxing this. It's going to be a good time. What do I do with that knife? This is our unboxing video. Let's go through the back here, as we usually do. You're going to have to I apologize for the mess that is my table. We're just going to have to deal with it. Everything's set up for Christmas, obviously, so we need to kind of get back into a good setup as far as the table work goes, but we're working with what we got. Let's get into the back of this. Sleigh bells ring in Santa's village. I don't know why I thought that was broken up. Sleigh bells ring in Santa's village. Krampus has devised a plan to spread evil presence around Santa's village, knowing that the elves will be unable to help themselves from seeing what's inside. Of course, he's putting out a few of Santa's presents as well, just to keep the elves from becoming too suspicious. There's no telling what awaits Santa's little helpers as they eagerly crack open their shiny new gifts. The North Pole Nightmare is first special feature for Final Girl. Unlike normal feature films, a special feature includes a red foil logo, miniatures, and an epic finale card. I didn't think this was going to have miniatures with it, but I guess it will. So our inclusions, bottom of the box here, we've got detachable killer board, detachable location. We got the detachable location board. We have 2 Final Girl cards, 24 terror cards, 8 present cards, 3 dark power cards, 1 epic dark power card, 3 finale cards, 1 epic finale card, 18 item cards, 10 event cards, 5 setup cards, 2 rule sheets, 24 tokens, and 4 miniatures. If we got miniatures for the Final Girls and Krampus in here, that would be great. That would be fantastic. And like they said, we have that nice glossy Final Girl on the front. Also got that gloss on the side there. So let's open this up. Let's see what we got in here. Now, they did say they weren't sure if this was going to be shipped out in time before Christmas here in Canada, so I'm very glad that we got it. I'm very glad that we got it in time for Christmas. We can do a nice playthrough video, which should hopefully be up either at the same time. Where did I open that? Either at the same time that this video is going to be uploaded, or shortly thereafter from the time that this video is uploaded, so that we can get all of the Final Girl Santa Village fun that we can have out of our Final Girl experience before Christmas even. So we've got our sheet on the back there, which we read already. We've got our Santa's Villa, I guess it could be Santa's Villa, Santa's Village on the back here. That is our back box, and our front box featuring Krampus, the Horned Devil. So this is our board side. Nope, this is our creature side. Our villain, I guess. I can't remember what they're called. I can't remember what they're... I guess they're just killers, right? Just the killer board. So we've got our Krampus killer board. He starts with 4 terror, has 10 health. 10 health, pretty big. It's quite a lot. We got our Krampus here. We have all of our powers on the far side here. First couple, we just end up with some terror being happened. Unlock our dark power, some more terror as we go up. And eventually, Krampus recovers health, and you discard the next terror card. So it's going to quickly bring you into the dark powers and the final power, which, again, it's been a while. I forget what all this stuff's called. Into the finale card. It's going to get you into your finale card a little quicker. Let's get on with our Krampus side here. Here's our little Krampus the Horned Devil sheet. We've got our components. We have 3 finale cards, 1 epic finale card, 3 dark powers, 1 epic dark power, 2 final girl cards, 16 terror cards, 4 Santa present cards, 4 Krampus present cards, 1 killer board, 3 miniatures, which definitely appears to be both the final girls and Krampus. I'm very happy about this. Only thing that I'm wondering about for this is that in the Series 3 box, or maybe as they do more special features, maybe they'll eventually make a box for the special features. My only problem is that I have the first 2 series in the nice fancy boxes, and now I just have this extra scenario that I need to find space for on the shelf. We've also got 4 Krampus present cards. Oh, and 18 various tokens down at the bottom there. So let's see what we got here. At the bottom, for Mrs. Claus eyes only. Now, obviously, when we play, we're going to be playing as Mrs. Claus. That's a no-brainer. It makes the most sense. And on the side that we're on here, we have the Mrs. Claus miniature, which, pretty cool miniature. Really like that. She's holding a rolling pin instead of a sword. I love that. That's great. Really cool. I like that. And we also have our Krampus miniature here. Pretty cool as well. These ones seem to have foam in the bottom of them. I think this is the first time are these like glued right to the bottom, or they come out? No, they come out. I think it's the first time they've put foam in with the miniatures in the bin here. It does look like they're a little deep in comparison, but they probably aren't, because this is probably the same setup as the rest of the scenario boxes. So maybe they just decided to add foam because these ones came with miniatures, whereas the other ones didn't come with miniatures. You had to get them all afterwards. So we've got our different cards here. Not going to go through all of these because I don't really want to spoil them for my first playthrough. I want to be surprised by it, but we've got our terror cards. We've got our Santa present cards. We've got our Krampus present cards. We have our Mrs. Claus, who, on the front, we just gain health back with Mrs. Claus. Gaining health back is pretty nice. It's not a bad thing as we rescue, I can only assume it's elves that we're rescuing. The victims are the elves. That makes sense, right? And once we recover 4 victims, recover all health, you no longer have a maximum health limit. So our health can just keep pumping up for every victim that we save. So Mrs. Claus saving victims might be a very useful thing. We've also got Cindy, which I guess is a play on Cindy Lou Who from The Grinch. For her, 4 victims as well. 1 is to move 1 space, oh, they're all move 1 space. So all of Cindy's victim rescues allow her to move 1 space upon rescuing. After rescuing 4, when resolving a walk or sprint action card, you may treat a star result, or as a no star result, as a star result. So that's pretty nice. For each additional victim saved, increase your time. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I think I definitely prefer the Mrs. Claus from this one. We've also got our killer actions here, which top ones I believe are the finales, right? Let me flip this over. These are definitely finales, I'm pretty sure. So we have our 4 finale cards, and we've also got our 4 dark power cards. And then we have all of our various tokens. We have our horror tokens. We have some presents here, time down by 2. discard next terror card. We've got some Krampus tokens, we've got some blood tokens, we've got some Santa tokens, and we have an increase time token. So that's everything that is on the one side. Is this going all the way over on the table? It is. We're going to move this up here so that we can put our other board on the other side here. Let's move Krampus and Mrs. Claus over here. Okay, flipping our box over to Cindy's side, which is going to be, if I can open it, is going to be our Santa's Village side. Here is our Santa's Village. It's actually really nice. I really like the artwork on this one. So the areas we have to investigate, we have the stables, Santa's workshop, and Santa's house. Santa's house is up here, top right. We've got Santa's workshop down in the southeast here, and the stables off to the west. We have the village center, which seems like it will probably take play at some point, possibly with a final dark power card there, or a finale card, I should say. We've also got the runways off to the east here, and everything else seems to be a regular space. So there is our Santa's Village board. Now, we've also got our Santa's Village setup here, which all the rules are on the back. I guess I probably should have gone over the rules, huh? Let's go over our rules for the Krampus set before we continue here. So, special setup. Shuffle the 4 Krampus presents to form a deck. Shuffle the 4 Santa presents to form a separate deck. Place both present decks near the play area. Shuffle the present tokens face down. Keep them nearby for use during the game. So all of our present tokens are going to end up face down. I'm guessing that as we search, it'll just be, if we find a Santa present, we get to reveal a Santa card. If we find a Krampus present, we get to reveal a Krampus card. Presents. Krampus leaves evil presents in his path as he goes around terrorizing his victims. Of course, some of the presents were stolen from Santa Claus and mixed in with the less than nice gifts. If they were all evil, his victims would quickly realize and not be curious to open them. Placing present tokens. When you see the present icon, roll a die and place a random unrevealed present token in or adjacent to Krampus's space, according to the number rolled on the panic numbers on Krampus's space. If there is already a present token in that space, do not place a new one. No present is placed. So you're only allowed to have 1 present per space, and depending on where Krampus is, you will roll a dice. Let's say he's at the village center, and you roll a 1 through 3. We're going to end up bringing it up to this space here. If we roll a 4 through 6, it's going to end up coming down to this space here. So presents are going to be around Krampus. Opening presents. Presents can be opened by you, or in many cases by victims. To open a present, flip the present token to reveal the effect. Some presents are small tricks / rewards, such as time down, time up, increase horror or decrease horror, etc. Other presents are very nefarious and show the Krampus icon. For these, draw a Krampus present and apply the effect as indicated. Additionally, there are a handful of Santa presents with a Santa icon. When found, draw a card from the Santa present deck and apply the effects as indicated. These have powerful effects and could help you if you find one. Final girl opening a present. While in a space with a present token during the action phase, you may choose to reveal the present. You may even open a present while moving through a space by immediately revealing it and applying the effect before continuing your movement. So we get to open them for free. That's nice. A victim opening a present. Whenever a victim is in the same space as a present, no matter how they or the present got there, even if they followed you into the space with it, the victim opens it, immediately reveal the present. When a victim reveals a Santa present, discard a Santa present card with no effect, as the victim keeps the gift for themselves. Greedy little jerks. When a victim reveals a Krampus present, draw a Krampus present card and resolve it as indicated. In all other cases, apply the present effects to you. Even if you're not in the same space, the effects impact you as if they affect your Christmas spirits. So rules for Krampus, not too bad. Not a whole lot of stuff being added in here, which is nice. Not too many rules to focus on. It's just our presents, our Krampus presents, and our Santa presents. And it seems like we're definitely going to want to have more. We're definitely going to want to have more presents potentially being opened by us. But the way that victims run in terror and them possibly being adjacent to Krampus when presents get spawned could be tricky as far as them being opened. They could definitely run through all of our beneficial presents, which isn't a good thing. And now we've got our Santa's Workshop sheet. Components: 1 Santa Village location board, 10 event cards, 5 setup cards, 8 terror cards, 18 item cards, 6 various tokens, and 1 reindeer miniature. I guess the miniature for Cindy was on the other instructions. I was about to say, hey, it doesn't say there's a Cindy miniature here. However, we do have, for Cindy's eyes only, do not open until you have survived a game with Cindy. So let's open up our Santa's Village set here. So we have our Cindy miniature. Pretty nice. She's got a little anvil, it looks like. Maybe just a little wooden hammer sort of a deal. But we've got our Cindy miniature. And we have our reindeer miniature. Are you a particular Comet? We have our Comet miniature. Which I'm guessing that Comet is the vehicle for this game. That would make the most sense. So this is our Comet vehicle miniature. We've got some more tokens on this side. Looks like we have some presents. We have the Comet token, and we have some cold weather tokens. So I'm curious if the cold weather tokens are going to be similar to the... I can't remember what the name of the scenario is, but the one based on the Thing with the 3 different killers there. I'm curious if it'll be like that, where when you're outside in the cold, you have a chance to freeze. That would be unfortunate, seeing as the entire board is out in the cold. That would kind of suck. So we've got our setup cards, of which one will be chosen when we get into the game. We have our item cards, which I'm going to have to remember how items work. I think it's 3 items per row. And this one doesn't seem to have any additional items to it outside of the present deck, so that'll be next. And then we have our event cards here as well. Last things last, we've got our terror cards. Again, I don't want to spoil them for myself, so we're just doing the back here. Let's get our tokens here. Let's get our Cindy Lou Who and our Comet miniatures over here. And then let's quickly go through the rules for Santa's Village, in case we choose to play it not with Krampus, but with someone else. So our rules for Santa's Village: special setup. There is no special setup, so that's nice. Special rules: Santa's elves. The victims at this location are Santa's elves. They are talkative, energetic, extroverted, and very, very annoying. Each time you move into a space containing normal yellow victims, decreased time for each victim there. You do not apply this penalty in any other circumstance. Victims following you, panicking into your space, being placed in your space, etic. Only when there are already normal victims in the space you are moving into. So anytime I want to save a victim, I have to decrease my buying power for that turn. That kind of sucks. Damn talkative elves. You're wasting my time, and I'm trying to rescue you from Krampus. And that's everything. That's everything that we got in our boxes here. We got our miniatures, very nice miniatures. We have our Krampus board, our Santa's Village board. We've got our Mrs. Claus and Cindy character cards. We have our presents, our terror cards for Krampus, our terror cards for Santa's Village, item cards, setup cards, event cards. We have our for this character's eyes only cards. And that is everything for Santa's Village in the, if I didn't forget the name, in the North Pole Nightmare scenario for Final Girl special scenario. So thank you guys very much for stopping by. I am pretty much right now going to set everything up to play a game of this. So I will have the video. We'll just have to see if it gets uploaded at the same time or not. But yeah, thank you guys very much for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I will see you all next time. If you're over on Instagram, you can check me out at Board Games Are For Everybody over on Instagram. I haven't posted anything in a little while. It's been a little bit since I've kind of had the drive to play some board games, but getting this in the mail was definitely a bit of a kickstart to try and get things going again. So hopefully maybe we'll start playing some stuff again, and I will get some posts going on Instagram again. In any case, if you're over there, you can follow me at Board Games Are For Everybody. But for the time being, thank you very much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, just remember that board games are for everybody. Until then, peace.